This is a download from BBC London 94.9.
Hi there, I'm Gigi Salmon and this is the Inside Chelsea podcast. This BBC London download looks at what's been happening in and around Stamford Bridge over the last 7 days and is available from the Chelsea website, the BBC London website and of course via iTunes. So Chelsea kept up their fine start to the season with victory in their opening fixture of this season's Champions League. The win over Bayer Leverkusen kept the team's unbeaten record intact and will have kept confidence levels at a high ahead of the weekend's big Premier League clash away to Manchester United. In this edition of the Inside Chelsea podcast, we hear from Andre Villas-Boas, Petr Cech and David Luiz with their thoughts on the Champions League win. Plus, in an exclusive interview with the Chelsea podcast, Blues legend Frank Le Boeuf tells us what he's up to at the moment. So with one eye on the trip to Manchester United, Chelsea manager Andre Villas-Boas made changes to his team from the win at Sunderland for matchday 1 in the Champions League, with vice-captain Frank Lampard on the bench and skipper John Terry watching on from the stands. And by the end of the evening, it was a case of job well done for the Blues.
The run this is from Luiz. Out to the left it goes to Cole. Torres lays it off. Luiz with the shot! And there's the goal! They've had to wait an awful long time, but David Luiz on his Champions League debut for Chelsea finally breaks the deadlock in this game. It was a good ball in from the left after a great run from Luiz. Torres laid it off and Luiz did the rest, finding the bottom right corner, and Chelsea finally have the lead. It's Chelsea 1 by Leverkusen 0. Malouda to Torres. Torres still going. Fernando Torres into the penalty area. Is this the goal for Torres? Lays it off unselfishly, and Mata gets the second that seals the win on the opening day of the Champions League. And that was unselfish play by Fernando Torres, laying the ball off to his international teammate Juan Mata, who side-footed the ball home. Chelsea get their Champions League campaign off to a winning start. It's Chelsea 2 by Leverkusen 0.
Following the game, Andre Villas-Boas was adamant that it was a strong performance from his team, despite leaving some of the old guard out of the lineup.
I don't see things like that. I think you start straight away with an answer trying to go to the negative when there are so many positive things to look into the game. A difficult game for us, but we created numerous opportunities to win the game a little bit more early. The 0-0 stayed, and Pete made fantastic saves, 1 against 1 with the Leverkusen attackers, one with Michael, of course. But I think it was a game for us to win, and we showed that we had a lot of chances, and we if there was a fair result, it would be Chelsea winning it, and I'm glad that it came. Pity the second took its time to arrive because it will give us a little bit more comfort. But excellent work from everybody, excellent effort, tremendous work rate, tremendous amount of possession, tremendous amount of shots on goal and off target. So good attacking fluency and the game well played. So very, very happy and pleased with the group.
0-0 up until the 67th minute. Did the substitutions change things?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, they were too fresh in the game when the goal happened. We in our philosophy we like the central defenders to build up from the back, and you've seen the way that the 4 of them have this kind of participation in attack. And today was an example of that. David found some spaces to break through, and Malouda opened wide. Then when Mata was inside. Eventually found Malouda, found Torres, and lay off to David once again, which gives us a good goal.
I'm not being negative, but it's a big decision to leave out the captain and the vice-captain. What was your thinking behind it?
No, I think, listen, we have a very, very competitive squad, and we have a very, very tremendous calendar in front of us. I think, again, as I told you in the press conference, this decision had to be taken bearing in mind the amount of minutes that people collected internationally. and the amount of talent that we have at our disposal. So I think the team we selected today was a team that gave us comfort to win the game, and that's what we did.
Fernando Torres is struggling for a goal right now, but how much will those 2 assists help his confidence tonight, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, very, very happy collectively, and you know that I prefer to see the game like that. Everybody has been amazing in this effort to absorb all of these new ideas, and I'm pretty pleased with the group, and I'm very happy with everybody.
And the opening goal was a terrific effort from David Luiz, who is making his first start of the season.
Good night. Stronger team today, with just a very good mentality, very good play, any chance for the goal.
And
3 points.
Fernando Torres gave you the pass.
2 assists. Very good play. Nando needed the team together. Nando is fantastic for person, fantastic player.
And you must be very tired. No game since.
Games.
No game for 3 or 4 months.
No.
You must be tired.
Yeah, because no play in national team, no play here. But every day training hard, good mentality. Today, he saved the premium for the goal.
And off to bed now?
Huh?
Going to bed now? Are you going to bed?
Yeah,
to sleep?
Of course. Go to bed and enjoy a little bit my feet. Now the bed. And food. I'm very hungry. Thank you.
Captain in the absence of John Terry was goalkeeper Petr Cech, who thoroughly enjoyed the experience.
No, it was, of course, a great honor and great pleasure for me to be a skipper for tonight. I was, throughout all my Chelsea career, I was the skipper for 30 minutes at Crystal Palace before I came off.
In a pre-season game?
In the pre-season game. So, this finally I had the armband for tonight, and I'm very pleased, of course, with the clean sheet, 3 points, and if you see, getting the honor to wear it at least for Monday for one of the best clubs in Europe or only in the world, it's always a pleasure.
Did you do anything differently?
No, I didn't, because the responsibility of the goalkeeper and me as an experienced player is always the same. So obviously I just try to concentrate on me and helping two people and helping everybody outside on the pitch, and I did so I'm very pleased.
They had chances.
They had 2 very good chances, and at 0-0 could have been a different story if they scored. And obviously that was the moment where we missed chances before. Then obviously it was a difficult opponent with the quality players, and that's why they got their chance and didn't take. And then afterwards we scored a goal, and from there we could have scored many more.
We had a lot of chances in the end.
Yeah, we did, and we wasted many of them. Goalkeeper made very good saves, and as well we wasted a lot of possession in last 15-20 minutes, where we could have counter-attack much better, and we didn't use the ball well, and we still keep their chances alive, which this is obviously what we didn't want to do. But the great second goal obviously came late, but it's always good to score a second goal.
David Luiz, no game since Old Trafford away. I mean, it's been such a long time for him, and he just strolls back.
No, he was unlucky with the injury, so he came back from the Copa America, then he was injured. It's a pity for him, but today he was absolutely brilliant. He played simple, he was good at defending, and then he scored a crucial goal, so credit to him.
Morales, very one-touch. Mata, very creative. Sturridge, very confident. Is it slightly different in front of you than it has been?
No, you can see that everything is gelling together now and starts, because we had very good pre-season, but pre-season and then Premier League games is something different. We had everybody had the same time of playing in the pre-season. Then when you come to 90 minutes, it's slightly different. So we went through a few games quite well. We won. We are part of the difficult game at Stoke. When we drew, we won the other games, and we are pleased to have a good start in the Champions League. And now we can rest and get ready for the showdown on Sunday.
And the Blues' next match in the Champions League is away to Valencia on the 28th of September. And with the Spanish side being held to a goalless draw in their opening Group E game away to Racing Genk, it means that Chelsea top Group E with maximum points. Hi there, I'm Gigi Salmon and you're listening to the Inside Chelsea podcast. Now, Chelsea has always been the type of club that fondly remembers players that have worn the famous blue shirt. And it doesn't matter if someone's only turned out on a few occasions for the team or is a legendary member of one of the past great sides. They are all welcome back at Stamford Bridge. Such a player is Frenchman Frank Le Boeuf, who played for the club from 1996 to 2001 and during that time was an integral part of the team that won the FA Cup twice, the League Cup, the Community Shield, the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup and of course the Super Cup. Now, Frank was at the match to watch Chelsea defeat Bayer Leverkusen, and in an exclusive interview for the Chelsea podcast, BBC London's 94.9 FM's Emilia Papadopoulos asked him what he's been up to since retiring from football.
My main business is now in the movie industry.
You're a bit of an actor, I hear.
Yes, I'm an actor and also a producer. I produced my first movie last year, and I played in 5 movies, and I was involved in a play in France. I'm going to do another play in January for a tour in France. So that's my full-time job, and I'm very happy because I go back to my first passion, in fact. I love football, but the passion of movies and theaters, is big. And
what's your inspiration for some of the movies? Because I've read that you've just finished one about Russian mafia. Any particular inspiration for that one?
No. I'm. It's funny that I play mostly thrillers or psychological movies, where I would love to play action movies, but that's what I've been offered, and I love the part of them, and it's why I was involved in them. But it's sometimes hard. You don't move a lot. You have to be very patient, and you just wait for your time to do the part of the job. But you have to go so deep inside you that sometimes you just want to move. So an action would be nice. Jump from cars to cars, jump from a building. Fighting a little bit with a guy, that would be nice too. But
you have to undergo some sort of training for that kind of stuff, right?
I did some stunt acting for 2 years when I was in Los Angeles. But it's true, I will have to come back. But you have, when you play in a movie, you have like 2-3 months to prepare yourself. So I will do so if I'm involved in an action movie. But it's fantastic. It's different than football. But again, it's a passion. And when I was young, I wanted to do that, but I was living in south of France with no theaters or movie courses around the village, and my father was a football fan and also a coach, so I went into that. It became a passion. I loved it, and I had a fantastic career, so I was very happy. But as soon as I gave up, I went back to my first passion. So no.
That's kind of nice, because in a way you get to live both of your dreams.
That's the chance of my life. I can have another life. Being 43 now, but I'm a beginner. I'm very humble, and that's why I went to Los Angeles, where nobody knew me, and I studied from scratch to learn the process of being an actor. And I followed courses for 2 years at the Lee Strasberg Institute, which is a branch of Actor Studio, and I started to work. So small part, and hopefully bigger part soon, and again a play to work hard also live. So I'm very happy right now with what happened.
Is coaching something you've never thought of going back and doing?
Well, no, I never thought about that. I saw friends of mine, having grey hair very quickly.
A lot of your teammates as well, your ex-Chelsea teammates.
Yeah, Chelsea teammates. I saw Didier Deschamps, Laurent Blanc. I saw Marcus having grey hair very quickly.
You don't have much hair, so I mean.
But that's just the surface, the iceberg. When you only see the big part of the small part of the iceberg. Yeah. So I say to myself, no, it's too much involvement, and I want to try something else. I love football, but football is not the only hobby that I have in my life. But my time is gone, and maybe if one day I have a chance to do something at Chelsea, maybe I will consider, changing